Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, the first day of spring, 5:19 with Dave, sunny and 75, and it's time for us to find out what your answers were to the Getting to Know You question of the day, brought to you by Gutter Buddies of Lower Alabama. With Gutter Buddies, you'll always have a buddy in the business. The Getting to Know You question of the day today: what is something you spent a lot of money on that is or was worth it? Now, I got a lot of great answers. I was expecting a lot of different answers, but you guys are amazing. Steve started us off. He just couldn't, he said, my kids, my parents, my best friends, my Adderall copays. Maybe said my children, food, trips, or experiences for my family. Scott says my mom. Gutter Buddies of Lower Alabama says a gutter system that actually works because nothing says worth every penny like not having a waterfall pouring off your roof, washing out your flower beds, and turning your front yard into a swamp every time it rains. Can't beat that answer. John says our house and the girls' college. I hope you're feeling better, John, by the way. Crystal said my kids' shoes. It's either my kids' shoes or my kids and shoes. But Crystal, I love both those answers. Angela says my daughter every day. It's worth it. Sabrina says me. Just kidding. I'm broke. Clarissa says, my kids, our pets, our house, our pool. Karen says, Xbox One X. I got one of those. They're awesome. Angle says, daughter softball. Steve says, soon, guns and ammo, sad to say. Lisa says, a swimming pool, and posted a picture. It looks fantastic. Edward says, my first car I bought when I was 15, my 1968 Ford Mustang. I still have it to this day. Fantastic. Angelia says, my children. Tommy says, my wife's wedding ring set. Kimberly says, family, others, and myself. Worst money I've ever spent was on my ex-husband. Randall says, beer. Crystal says, my safe shed. It's a tornado shelter worth every penny. Tim said, my children's dreams, no matter how many times it may change. Stacy says, not a mini cow for sure. Still waiting on that. Okay. Y'all are great. Joshua says Pokemon cards and fishing poles. And yes, totally worth it because Pokemon cards are increasing in value. Trey says coffee. Cindy Lou, who says infinity. I think she's talking about her car. Brooklyn says my kids' extracurricular activities. She's living that ball, that travel ball life. Alexa says my hobbies, especially nail stamping right now. I love it. Derek says traveling to watch my hockey team. I've been to nearly every single away game. I've been to the East Coast to see my buddy play hockey twice. Dorlisa says a cruise to the West Indies. Donna says family vacations on our swimming pool. And finally, Stacy says my children and pets. It's the Getting to Know You question of the day. I'm going to leave that question on our Facebook page, 95.5 WTVY, so y'all can get to know each other all weekend long. We'll do it again on Monday. The Getting to Know You question of the day, brought to you by Gutter Buddies of Lower Alabama, and it's only on your country, 95.5 WTVY.